Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your fourth quarter reading for October, November, and December of 2023. I've laid out the African Tarot. I will clarify with the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot and finish off with a couple of different oracle cards. If you enjoy this reading, if you find it useful, please share this video with others who may like it, and please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all that you do to support me. It is important to me, it matters, and I feel it. So thank you for that. Scorpio, your overall energy for the fourth quarter is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is you continuing to work very hard at persevering, at trying new approaches, at following your passion, making those intuitive connections, being inspired by others, and not letting up. You have worked for a very long time to achieve your desires, to pursue who you authentically are and the best expression of that. And you are very close to victory, despite the many challenges, obstacles you've faced, the many bruises that you've endured. So you are wounded, clearly, but you are clear that you're very close to a victory. And in October, the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about a new beginning that you are outlining, that you are connecting to, that you are researching, that you are reaching out on behalf of a new way of engaging with the world. This is you looking outward rather than staying in the familiar world that you've been in, looking at all the ways you can distribute, share, interact with a larger globe. And the many efforts, networks, communications, research efforts you've made, you're waiting for the fruits of those inquiries, of those, of how you've reached out to gain and build this outline of a plan, this vision of your future. Leading up to that, the Justice card. This is coming up for so many of us. The Justice card is about the way that you're balancing your experience in the world. This card indicates that you're harmonizing and balancing your experiences in the past, which may have been unjust, unfair in some regard, and the way that you're moving forward empowered by the knowledge and the wisdom you've gained from your experiences, so that you are aligning yourself with others, perhaps in your family, your work, your community, and in a larger way, those that have experienced similar kinds of injustice or inequity, or even those that have experienced a particular kind of exploitation or abuse. Through your own efforts, you have turned the story of victimhood into empowerment, so that you now believe and understand that you are addressing the things that you believe you deserve. You now know you are worthy of, and you are empowering others through your example. That can be, in fact, the basis of this new effort, this new creation, this new reaching out, this vision of your future, a way in which you can address this inequity on a more global or in a broader community sense. The Two of Cups is really about the reflection of this deep balance within yourself. I love this. And it's interesting, I'm getting the story that this ability to connect with your higher self, being your potential, the pursuit of your authentic goals and desires as a result of unleashing, surrendering to who you are, connecting deeply and building your own self-knowledge, has actually been informed by your ability and willingness to just balance out experience you've had in the world. So that is teaching you this connection, this balance within yourself. This is also allowing you to connect deeply with others who share this experience. This may be about a partnership. It can be a creative, a business partnership, or a romantic or familial relationship, but you are coupling and deeply connecting with others in order not simply to share the experience of inequity, but to do something about it. In November, the Queen of Wands is indicating the confidence that you have gained as a result of your efforts to pursue your authentic project, your authentic expression, and to make those gifts of what you've learned available to others. The confidence you've gained is about drawing the resources that you need towards you through your passionate expression, through your determination. It's echoed here again. These wands are about your growth, about your expansion, but you're coupling those and leading others, motivating others to pursue this with you, so that you're drawing the collaborators you need, you're drawing the experiences to you. You may be going out to meet those connections, those suspected collaborators or partners, but you are in every environment able to magnetize others towards you through the strength of your expression, your ability to articulate what it is that you are expressing, this balance that you're seeking on a global scale. You're certainly clear that the relationships you have developed, and this can be particularly around the family of origin, this is feeling very much about that for most of you, even if it manifests in a communal, collective, or community effort or organizational effort. You are recognizing that you've gained all that can be gained by the relationships that are most fundamental or familiar to you. You are seeking this greater challenge, this greater balance that moves beyond your familiar associations and connections. This vision you've glimpsed takes you to a level of challenge that is important and significant to you. You need to be challenged by moving away from this familial situation, this team that you have gained what you can gain from. You've learned the lessons available. You are actually gathering the challenge, the vision, the courage to meet this challenge. And we're still in November as you, through your efforts, are coalescing the kind of community that you want. You're creating a community where not only these balances exist, that is, the sharing of resources with others in a non-judgmental, safe, joyful, grateful space, a place of gratitude for the ability to connect deeply with others, to have joy about the opportunities that you share among others and the resources available to you as a result. But this community is also the community that creates the balance in the world that you have not experienced in the past, that works reciprocally with this desire to balance out injustices and receives the benefit of that effort, of that process. In December, the High Priestess. There's a story here about your ability and your willingness, because the Two of Cups is directly connected up with the High Priestess in your case, that your desire to connect deeply with who you truly are, what your greatest potential actually is, and your deservedness of that. is actually allowing you to go deeply into past experiences, and if not your past lives, the past lives of others who know you, who support you. And those past lives can be relatives, ancestors, they can be even historical or cultural figures you resonate with or admire. But this is a place where you understand that the sky is the limit. There is unlimited potential in you. And that's something that you have been activating actually for a long time, but that you have a unique purview of right now, particularly those of you that are looking into ancestral heritage, historical lineage, tapping into world history, world culture. This is particularly rich for making personal connections to your potential, to the possibilities available to you. The Hermit card is describing the conditions under which you can maximize this sense of reflection, this reflection that goes across time, and that really establishes your personal authority. And that's the through line I'm seeing in this particular reading. This is about having earned the right to be who you are, having climbed the mountain, having tapped into not only your inner wisdom, but your teachers, those authorities you respect and that know you, and the willingness and ability throughout your life, because this is not something you're activating simply in the fourth quarter, but is culminating in some way for you to share what you've learned with others. In the traditional deck, the Hermit stands on one foot because, like Shiva in the World card, life is a dance. One step forward means that another step has to follow. And that means that this process is a process. It doesn't stand still. There's not a finite end to your growth, to your understanding of the authority that you have, that your mission. And towards the end of the year, you are able to manifest a brand new creative, spiritual, passionate beginning. This is your ability to receive an offer that may seem small, a communication that allows you to put your own desire to create something new, to build something new into play. This is where you are prepared through the confidence you've gained in this process. And there's no mistake that this process, despite all the beautiful blue we see here with the cups, the lovely green of growth, that this has been a painful process as well. This has been a difficult process. If we're dealing with imbalances that could involve exploitation, injustice, unfairness, abuse even, trauma, that this has been a long process of gaining your own ground, gaining your own voice, and being able to communicate that in a way that draws other like-minded souls to you. I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands with the Nymph of Swords. That's the Page of Swords, and the Warrior, the Knight of Pentacles. So again, you are on a quest to build something of value. Whatever this new beginning, this new creation you're articulating, this vision that you are reaching out and connecting with others regarding, you have set aside your judgments, set aside your assumptions. You're willing to challenge those in order to make space for a more authentic expression of who you are. You're listening, open to the ideas of others. You are curious, and when you invite their participation, you are deeply listening. You're understanding that this has to be done together. The Queen of Wands in November is being clarified by the Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords. The Queen of Cups is about your emotional maturity coupled with the Queen of Wands. This is really a creative act. You're open to your own greater imagination, your greater creative skills, and you are able to share those with others in a way that does not dampen down your ability to heal yourself, but to move forward passionately, unapologetically. And this is based on the experience of pain, of failure, of heartache that you have experienced. This is deeply understanding and taking responsibility for your part in any disappointments you've endured. So the lessons you've learned, you now understand and accept as healing gifts, as opportunities for healing that don't blunt, but rather empower your passion, your desire to move forward, your determination. The High Priestess in December is clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Eights, as many of you may know, is a number of discipline, hard work, dedication, balancing, usually material success. In this case, the Eight of Cups is being mirrored by your understanding that this vision, this new vision that you hold, is giving you the courage to leave behind old and in many cases familiar ties. This is allowing you to understand you've learned what could be learned. It's not about separations or divorces. It's about moving on to greater challenges, those that you are uniquely prepared for in a way that opens up the door for new relationships, new communications, new efforts that you are making with your new comrades, your new collaborators. And these are successful efforts because of the sacrifice you're willing to make and the ability to release these ties, understand they've outlived their usefulness. You've gained the lessons to be gained. I hope that this has resonated for you, found it enjoyable, or whatever you wanted it to be, and that I'm reminding you that you can share this video, and you can subscribe to Pacific Tarot. And I pulled of the Crystal Oracles Labradorite, my beautiful Labradorite here. See the magic. And I relate Labradorite with power, incredible power. And I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey Oracle for you to finish off this reading. And I've pulled the Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Until next time, namaste.